Hey guys, Steve at Grumps' Bowtie Garage here. I'm going to be starting to work on a project today for a tailgate bench. We're going to take an old Chevy tailgate and we're going to make a bench out of it. I've got a bunch of old skids and 4x4 posts I picked up at our skid pile at work, and I'm going to cut them up and make them all fit. I've got one that I started and finished up a couple months ago, and I'm actually, I sit on it quite a bit. I don't know if that's good or a bad problem, but we're going to take another tailgate, and I've got a project I'm going to work on with it. I'm going to strip it down, clean it up a little bit. It's not going to be perfect. Nothing I've got is perfect, and it's going to have a little character to it when I get done with it. So I'll flip this around and show you what tailgate we're going to take off this whole truck today. And we're going to use it because I've got another one to replace it. So I'm not worried about it right now. So this is a tailgate right now. I'm going to take this one off of this truck, and then we're going to make a bench out of that. So let me walk around the truck real quick. The truck's got a lot of plans, and we've talked about it in a couple other videos. So I'm going to, really can't see this tailgate very well, but there's some of the wood that I'm going to put on it. And we're going to use that wood to make this bench. The bench right now, guys, is covered up, but I'll get you some better video or pictures of it later, just to give you an idea what's going on with it. But let me see here, get rid of my burnables. But this is what we got. So this is a 1963 bench that we made a couple months ago. It's been on a project. I've been hauling this tailgate around for, don't laugh, but probably 20 years. And no joke. We are finally in a place where we might be staying a while. So we are locked in and we're staying here, like the area. So I decided we better get something done with this. And next time it moves, it can stay. Because I'm tired of moving it. It was on a 63 Chevy pickup truck frame that I used years ago. And I redid it. Turned out well. Got it all in primer, and the guy needed to sell it. And I needed to move it. So we are going to make another one of these today for a 72 Chevy truck. Got some ideas for it on paint. We're going to scuff it down, make it a little ratty. Not perfect, but we're going to clean it up. We're going to color match it to another idea I've got for it. So this had a lot of holes in the top of it. It was really in bad shape. We actually bought a new tailgate for the project, and it was a smoothed off tailgate. So I did not want to get rid of the original one. So we ended up keeping this one, and this is what we did with it. But I used some Krylon paint at Walmart, sprayed it on 3 or 4 coats after I put 3 or 4 different colors of primer on it. And then I just sanded through it to give it a little bit of a patina look on it. So that's the way I like it. It turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to, so I'm pretty happy with that. The back of it, I've got it's all gloss, not high gloss, but like a semi-gloss. And then the front, I just made it a matte finish on it because I didn't want it to shine. I just wanted it to look like an old tailgate, old truck tailgate that's been sun faded, and the patina still got dents in it and stuff. So we're going to do that with this other truck right now. We're going to start on that project for that tailgate. So I got a good idea for that, I think. So not much money went into this. When I see the guys build these and I've got the parts laying around, I'm not a carpenter either. So I'm not a welder, I'm not a carpenter, I'm not a mechanic, but I do a lot of little hobby things. So as my wife calls it, I tinker in the garage all day long. I don't know if that's good or bad, but anyways, I'm going to make another one of these this week. Hopefully keep you guys up to date on what I'm going to do with it. I've just looked at a lot of different measurements, different ideas, and just went by my own, made what I thought would work, and then went from there. But these are the couple skids that I've got that I'm going to end up using. So these skids I picked up, the wood on it's not too bad. These are going to be made for some of the frame on it. So I got a few of those, and over here on the side of the garage I've got some 4x4 posts that are going to work out well for the legs on it. So another project I've done, I'll show you guys what I've done on it, but I got some 4x4 posts out there in the grass, and we're going to use those as well. So when I get done here, I'm going to have another bonfire when I get done with this, but I end up burning this stuff when I get done with it just because I don't need it. But I got another project I'll show you guys here later when it's sunny out and enjoyable. and we'll show you that and what I did with a bunch of other skids. But some of this stuff it's good. I try to recycle best I can, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, this is what I'm going to use for the wood for this bench. So here's a better look at the back of it. And of course, these are going to be for another project. I got those for another project. So I got not enough time and too many ideas going on here. So I need to start really focusing on before I buy any more or accumulate any more stuff. So, but all right. So stay in touch with this, guys. I'll try and upload some videos when I get all this put together, and I'll show you bits and pieces of what we got going on with this stuff. So we'll go from there with this. But this is my next project. I'm working on this old 72 Chevy pickup truck, but hopefully this is what it's going to look like somewhat with a different color. So like, share, subscribe, kind of keep you guys updated as I go along with this project here. So I'll let you guys know some stuff and some, I don't know, not really sure what there is to know about it other than just showing you some video of what and how I'm putting it together. All right guys, I'll talk to you later. All right guys, so I had to do some more editing and more setup on this camera, but looks like this is what I've got so far, is getting some of this undercoating or tar or whatever they've got on here. Looks like some cheap undercoating to cover up all this crap that's on here. So as you can tell, it's got a lot of holes in it. So probably what I'll do is I'm just going to cut this all out, and I'm going to probably patch in some more metal in it just to clean it up a little bit. Like I said, for what I'm going to do with it, it's going to be pretty good shape when I get done. But right now, it's going to be a bench. So I'm going to be a showpiece, and it's what it's going to be. So anyway, there's a lot of rust and stuff on it, but a lot of these old Chevy trucks right there, I've got 3 tailgates right now, and I got one that's decent, and they've all rotted out the bottom like this. So that's definitely where they hold the water, and the rust, of course, in that tailgate when they don't get all good and cleaned out. So you guys know what they look like. But that's one of the 3 that I've got, and that's how bad it looks. So we're gonna clean it up, finish stripping this stuff off here, get it down to the metal, get a good cleaning up on here. So guys, don't forget, you guys do this stuff. Some do and some don't. I've seen so many people I've worked with over the years at work that do not wear their safety gear on this. All right, this wire and stuff on these things, that stuff flies out of there, and it's bad enough once you get done with the project that wire is everywhere. But when it's slinging around like that at RPMs, just be careful with wearing safety glasses, and don't get it in your eyes and stuff, or your face. Even with wearing safety glasses, I've had some issues. So anyway, I'll get you guys caught up here shortly. I'm gonna keep stripping this down. All right, guys, just a real quick update on this tailgate. This is was off of a black truck, but it was covered over, and originally I was told it was blue and white, but this looks like it's actually green. There was some blue on it, but it's got a lot of green on it. So we got a lot of green here, so we're going to make it a different color, but we got all the rubberized undercoating off of it. So let me flip it over. A lot of holes in it, so we're going to get that cut out. We'll get it all chopped up and cut out, and get that fixed up. And then here's the other side. So this is what we got to start out with on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and take the DA to this, see if I can't knock a lot of this off with the DA. I don't want to go too much on this side. We'll see what happens with it though. But right now we're just going to go with the DA on this side, see what happens. 80 grit, knock it off, see what's underneath of this. Hopefully not too bad on this side, because this is going to be the side that shows. The less work I got to do the other side. I can tack it up and weld it up, make it look decent. Like I said, it's just going to be a bench. It's not going to be on a show truck, so, or any truck for that matter. So that's where we're at with this next step of it. So I'll knock this paint down, see what's underneath of it. Hopefully it's something not too bad. Hopefully it's not a bunch of holes and pinholes and stuff through it, but we'll find out here shortly. Alright guys, here's another quick update with it. Pretty much got this side stripped down to where I just about want it. I'm going to finish up the white on it in the middle, clean up a little bit of this the white in the center of it, and then what I'm probably going to do is see what I can do about cutting some of this patch, these holes out. Maybe just go over the top of them. I got some of that metal bond stuff. It's not Bondo, but it's the metal. Can't remember the name of it, but it works pretty good from what I've done with it for the couple things. I've only used it a couple times, but anyway, I mean, it's got some. This is a low spot. This was full of Bondo. Of course, it's filling in this hole right here. There's a lot of Bondo in the whole thing. Of course, it's covering up the dent here and some more holes. Of course, and then you got some more holes here. So, and then of course on the back side of it back here, it's got a lot of holes on it. But I think I may end up just cutting that out and replacing that with a whole piece of metal, and then see if I can't patch that up a little bit. Like I said, you're not going to see that, but I don't want it to rust out and rot apart either. So I'm going to probably see what I can do about just patching that up on the back, and then give her a good coat of metal bond and seal her up and give her a good coat of paint. I'm really liking this color, but that's not the color I'm going with. I'll let you guys know when I get done with it what color I'm going to go with. So I'm really liking this color. Like I said, the last one I did with the 63 is the same color. So like I said, I like this color, but it's not what I'm going to do with this one. So, but anyway, there's a quick update, guys. But let's see if we can't get her straightened up a little bit, get these holes all touched up a little bit, get this all cleaned up on the inside of here, and then call her a day, I think. And then we'll give her a good coat of red primer, and then some paint on top of that, some etching primer first. Then I don't think I'm going to fill in the dents either. I don't think that's what I want to do, because it's the character of it. This had Bondo in it right here. There's a lot of Bondo right here covering this stuff up. If I do anything, I might patch the holes, but I don't think I'm going to fill the dents in. Here's another one, but that's part of it. So I'll keep you guys updated and posted on what I'm going to do with the next step. But I think the next biggest step is going to be just probably cutting the back out of it and getting the bottom of it. I don't know if I can get this flipped over. But I think what I'm going to do is just probably cut that all the way across there, and then give me a piece and weld it up in there. That's what I did with the last one. It turned out okay. I mean, like I said, it's going to be a bench, so get it cleaned up and seal her up and paint her up. Call it good enough. So, all right, guys, I'll let you go. I will keep you guys updated with a little bit more next time I get some more done on it. Hey guys, Steve here at Grumps' Bowtie Garage. Hey, it's been a couple weeks since I posted anything up. Share it with you guys. Just a real quick video on this bench that I've been working on. Took an old tailgate. I think I posted up pictures of it a couple weeks ago, maybe a video of it. If not, I'll try and get it put together. I'm not used to this, so when I do the work, I forget to set it up and do the time-lapse thing like everybody does. But what we're going to do, we'll do a real quick walk around with this tailgate, and I'll see if I got pictures and everything. I'll post up and see if I can share that this weekend. Not used to it, so I don't do it every day, and I'm trying to, but I don't do it. So I'm going to flip you around here real quick and show you what we got going on with this tailgate. It is done other than delivery, so it is going to be a pretty cool gift, I hope. Hopefully he likes it. So it's going to my brother for his birthday. Granted, it was in August, so I've been running a little bit behind with everything else that's going on with everything. So let me flip this around. I'll show you I'll point out what I've done. I just looked at a lot of them on the internet, of course on a couple other websites, and took some measurements off what I could see for chairs that I got sitting around the garage. And then I just sit down in them and see what fits best for me, and then I just adjust them. So not really any plans other than just what I did some math on and calculations on what I'm doing with it. So this is my second one. I've got another one out here. I'll kind of flip over to it real quick as well, but it is covered in other stuff that I've had projects with. So as soon as I get back from Thanksgiving, I'm going to do a major cleaning on this garage inside and out, and this carport area. It is disastrous. So usually I go through 2 or 3 projects at a time before I get to this point where I need to just really focus on the cleanup from them. So that's going to be the next idea. Well, not the idea, but that is going to be my next plan of what I'm getting done. Hopefully next week. So let me flip this around. I'll show you what we got with this thing. So I like it. I'm really hesitant on giving it away, but it's going to be well worth it. So, so this is what we got. It is stained with black, and it's got sealer already in the on the stain. So my wife picked that up, and then she did the stain work on it. Actually, just finished it up a couple hours ago. So it really turned out a lot better than the one I started with, which is a good thing, because hopefully you learn from your first one, so your second one turns out a little bit better. And I must say, this one's much better than the first one I did. It looks so much better. The arms are better. I've changed them. The frame on the framework is a lot better as well. But basically, guys, what I did is I stripped this old tailgate down, and it was on a black truck. It was also on a blue and white truck originally, but underneath all the crud that was on here, it's actually green underneath there. I don't remember the paint coat on it, but it is actually a factory green like this color is right here. So once we got that and got knocked down, then I basically rust primered it, the whole thing. Once I got it knocked down to almost bare metal. In some spots I did not, but this is what I did. I'm not here for a showpiece at all. The rest of my stuff is not a showpiece, and neither is this. But it's pretty cool, I think. It's got the patina look that I was going for. It's got all the dents and the ripples and everything else in it. So Chevrolet has been highlighted. It's kind of hard to see in the certain directions. I thought about going black, and then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go white with it. So I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out. But this, you know, it's got mud in it, but it is what it is with this. It's got some welding on the front done, a little bit down here on this front corner. I'm not a body man, so, and it's not the look I was going for, so I don't want it perfect. If it's perfect, then I'm afraid to do anything with it. So, but that corner, and then this corner over here has got a little bit of mud in it, where I had a lot of holes down here in this corner. So that is some stuff I've scuffed up, a couple holes up in here, and then I sanded through on some spots. So basically what I did was put this red primer on here, and then I put the silver on top of it, and I put a good coat of silver on it. And then what I did with that, and I just scuffed through it until I like the looks of it. It's something you can go as far as you want with it, or if you don't like it, then you can start over and scuff it again. So I mean, I scuffed down the letters as well around those, and then they were pretty white when I started, but when I started scuffing them, the primer's going through them. So that part of it turned out really well. So I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out. A lot of welding, a lot of mud on it, but it's not one of those tailgates. It's a showpiece. So on the back side, it did pretty much the same thing. It turned out pretty good, and it's matte. It's got a matte finish on it. So I didn't want it to shine. I want it to look like the patina look that it's been sitting around forever. But this, as these old Chevy tailgates do, this whole area down here across the bottom is all redone and filled in. Of course, I'm not worried about getting it perfect, for one, and two, you're not going to see it anyway the way it's sitting there. So again, I roughed it up, made it look like it's a little patinaed in the middle of it on the high spots. So some more and some others. Some green that's rubbed through on it. Like I said, it's not supposed to be perfect, so that's my cup of tea. So my brother's the body man. He likes the stuff that's pretty particular, and he's very good at that. So this is actually going to him. He does not know about it yet for his birthday. So I'm pretty excited to see what he thinks of my body work compared to his fancy body work that he does all the time. He does some really, really cool restorations on some Corvettes at his shop that he works at. They do a lot of really nice stuff. So they got one that's going to Meekum right now. It's a I want to say it's a 66, but it's been frame off, powder coated, 427 4-speed, tri-power, all the goodies on it. So it's going to Meekum coming up in January. But I really can't see this other one. I will try and do a video on it as well later, but it's not near as nice, so I'm not going to show it to you because it's buried in some boxes I need to get burnt. Leave them out here so we can burn boxes. It takes up so much space in the trash. So but anyway, guys, I think these are about 40 inches tall. I don't recall how tall these are. I want to say 27 or 8, but basically what I did is I took a seat, I sat down in it, and I just measured it off of the chair that I sat in, and kind of where it felt comfortable with the seats, where it's set and your armrest goes, or your arm sets down on it. So basically that's what I did, and then I just measured the tailgate, the width of it, and then just made me a frame, and then I put it all together. Now it may not be, it's pretty level on my concrete here, but if I move it, it might not be as level on another piece of concrete. So the other tailgate, I had a little wobble on it, but I put it in another location and there's no wobble on it now, so it's in pretty good shape. So I'm happy with that as well. But there's all kinds of people out there right now doing, putting license plates on the front of them, putting bottle openers on them, and some of them are putting fenders on them in front, and headlights and all kinds of stuff on them. So if you got an imagination, which I don't have much of, but they've got some really cool stuff that they can do. I'm not going to tell you the website I go to. It's just to get some of the ideas that I do. But this is I don't know, pretty happy with the outcome of it. So we're going to get this thing loaded up here shortly, and we're going to be heading north on hopefully be delivering this to on Friday. Like I said, I'm a little excited about it. Really did a lot better job on this one than I did on mine. So like I said, it turned out really well. I'm very happy with it. So I'm hoping he likes it, and if he doesn't, he can give it back to me. So that's sometimes when you give people gifts and you're kind of thinking, I don't know if they'll like it or not. Well, if it's something you like and they like it or don't like it, then guess what? They can re-gift it. So if I give it to him now at Thanksgiving time, then if he doesn't like it, then maybe he re-gift it to me back at Christmas, and I'll bring it back home. So I will find a place for it. So I got another tailgate. So I have got another idea. It won't be a bench this time, but I do have another tailgate. I don't know if you can really see a good idea of that, but this is going to be a replacement for our 69 pickup because it's pretty much the same color. I don't remember, guys, the color codes. I think it's olive, but it's going to be going on the other truck that we've got, and then what's going to happen is the one that's on the other truck, we are going to make something out of that. So I've got some ideas and plans, but it is on the back burner because I got some other stuff I have got to get caught up on around here, and that is not it right now. So I'm just continuing to collect some good skids and some 4x4 posts when I see them come through work, and then once that happens, I get enough pieces, then we start assembling. So there's some leftover wood right there from the last project. So like I said, I'm a little bit of a pack rat. Well, you can call it whatever you want, but that's what I call it. I just hang on to things a little bit too much, and anyway, I collect stuff. So I've got those for the next project, and then I got some good pieces of wood here for another project as well. So just some of the stuff. Like I said, I don't have much of an imagination, but just trying to look through stuff on the internet and whatever, and see what they've got on there. So, and then you can just go from there. I don't have much money in this one or in this one here at all. So it's just a matter, I did have the tailgates in my possession. So a lot of those, you start looking for those, are a little bit crazy in money. So that is a big issue when you start looking for those. If you don't have them, if you've got them, then you're well ahead of the game there. But the front, this board, I framed all the way around, is basically a 1x6 treated wood. The 4x4 posts were good that I found at work, and they are also treated. And then the rest of this, the frame, the 2x4s that are all holding this thing together are all out of scrap leftover skids. So I don't have, like I said, I've got more money probably in the screws holding the arms and the legs together than I've got in the rest of this thing. My wife may have actually more money in the stain and the sealer than I've got in the rest of it. All right, take that back. The cans of paint for this thing are about 12 bucks a piece at Walmart, and it's all I could find with silver in it. So it had to be done. It was on a time crunch, so I took what they had, and it's what I used, and I liked the outcome, but the paint was not freaking cheap. Like $8 for the primer, another $8 for the can of white, and then the silver. I don't have too much silver laying around, so that was not cheap. So anyway, guys, click like, subscribe. You know how you guys do it, but just a little bit more of a just a little update on what's going on around here. Like I said, I'm not used to setting up a tripod and just time-lapsing it. I know a lot of guys do that, and you get a lot of good information, and it just keeps going and actually showing the work, and stops and showing you more details about the work. But like I said, I don't know if you want to see my welding, because like I've said before, I'm not a welder, I'm a grinder. So if you can't weld, you grind. So I'm a little bit of that. So, but like I said, that's pretty much what we got going on here with this thing. So like I said, I'm going to get it delivered this weekend, get it out of the way, get moved on to the next project, and we'll go from there. But like, share, subscribe, guys. I do have a Facebook page. I'm going to try and be a little more active on that, but just like I said, I'm not used to this. So all right, I'll talk to you guys later.